Time next for our Entre Nous segment. Now, the International Comic Strip Festival will get underway in the French city of Angoulême next week. This is the 52nd edition to take place, and to talk more about this, we can bring in the festival's artistic director, Marguerite Demoëte. Marguerite, thank you so much for joining us on the program today. Talk us through what exactly this festival is about.
It's about every comics from all around the world. I think the specificity of Angoulême is to welcome any kind of comics, from graphic novels to youth comics to crime literature. Every genre is represented at the festival.
What is the need for a festival like this in 2025?
I think that it all began with a really small event that was at first a fair, so with a commercial aspect. And now we have a public necessity of existing, because we have to bring all the authors, all the exhibitions that people come to see, how, it changes.
Let's talk about comics in this country, for example, in France, because from what I understand, 1 in 4 books sold in France is a graphic novel. What explains this?
I think that there is this popularity of comics genre that has always existed and has always existed in France.
But it's not just kids, right? It's also teenagers, it's also adults.
Yeah, right. From youth comics to manga to graphic novels, indeed, there is this curiosity about comics. And I think there is no contradiction, because the popular aspect of it and the literary artistic one, I think this is the specificity of it.
So tell me about who attends the festival in Angoulême. What ages are they? Where are they coming from?
Yeah, people come from everywhere, not only in the world, but mostly in France. And also in the region,
Yeah.
So people come from Bordeaux, come from all around Angoulême, families, people that are addicted to signings and dédicaces. So every people is represented.
And what about new authors? Are they also represented at the festival?
Yeah, we have all the editors, the publishers that come with the authors, so international ones, and obviously the independent publishing houses. They come with plenty of new, young authors, and we have also a specific place for it in Angoulême that is called Espace Nouvelle Création, and it shows some exhibition that is called Young Talents. And we are really working with young authors to be revealed.
What explains, this cult following some graphic novels have here in France? I'm thinking of Mortelle. Kids swear by it. Every airport you go to, they have Mortelle. I never really paid attention until I realized how successful this graphic novel is. What explains that?
I think this is really interesting that you mentioned Mortelle, because there is this satiristic voice that is really important in it. And I think this is all about comics, how to be rebellious. How can you be rebellious, but at the same time being curious about culture and learning how to read. I think this is all about it. And the Posy Simmon's exhibition we will have this year is also about that. How you can be rebellious and cultivated, and having these opportunities to learn things, but to be kind of irreverent and comic.
Because Mortelle, the character itself, also, do all parents love Mortelle? Because she's kind of a tough character, isn't she?
Yeah, that can bring debates into families, and I think that is also the job we are doing in the comic world. We are bringing debates, and I think that some parents hate Mortelle, but they love her at the same time, because she is a character. She is a character that brings children to literature and to reading.
And what explains the growing trend of manga as well amongst adults?
I think there is a long tradition of manga that we kind of don't know well in France. And France has been a large country and large place to discover manga, and great publishers in France publish and translate manga. And the culture is expanding, and I think there are many interesting projects and books and authors.
I read that this year the festival has a special dedication with Spain. What is that about?
Yeah, each year for a few years, we have a country that come. It's like a focus on specific publishers and authors.
Spanish
and
ones.
We have a big delegation from Spain that is coming, plus 2 exhibitions dedicated to Spanish authors. One for the Spanish culture of comics, and one about women Spanish artists.
And how many authors are represented at the festival in Angoulême next week will be English language authors?
Oh, that is a good question. I couldn't answer exactly with the number of them, but this year I decided to put a specific focus on British authors, because we have this great exhibition with Posy Simmonds, and I was really into making British authors being discovered.
And I'm just curious, Marguerite, what's the mood like in Angoulême when this festival takes place? Because obviously you have a lot of, I guess, kids coming, parents coming, but also older people who like comics. So what's it like in the city?
I think that people are mostly interested about the weather. It's like, will it be snowy? Will it be rainy? Will it be sunny? But each time it's like an electricity. Everyone is so eager to discover exhibitions, to discover authors, to discover the concerts, the events, the signings. It's a big party, or a big, like, a bit. Yeah, I think this is the concept of a festival.
So is it going to be raining, just out of curiosity? It is the southwest of France, so one never knows, right?
Yeah, right. So last year it was really sunny, but we have to pray to be like it.
Okay, fingers crossed everything goes well and according to plan, and good luck for this year's edition of the festival. Thank you so much for joining us
Thank you.
On the program today.